Hi, pals. Today we are solving some of the questions that we are given as a take home on our previous exposition on the addition and subtraction of basic algebra. Now, in our previous exposition, we discussed a couple of things. We said that before we could add or subtract basic algebra, there's a need that the variables are all identical. So we're given a couple of questions to test how much we got from the previous exposition. So this question was the very first question we were given. Simplify minus v squared m minus 15 plus 3s squared y raised by 3 minus 21 plus m squared v minus 21 y raised minus 3 s raised by 2 plus 7 mv squared minus 10 y raised by 3 s raised by 2 plus 10 s raised by 2 y raised by minus 3. Now the first thing we have to do before we could add or subtract basic algebra is simply this. We said that we have to check first for the kind of variables that we have. We have to try to get to know first if the variables are identical or not. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. You have to stay focused on the kinds of variables that we have. Now, when we have equal variables, it means we can easily combine the coefficient of such variables. But when the variables are different, it means there's no way we can combine the coefficient of such variables. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to get to know the kind of variables. And this minus v squared m. So the kind of variable that we have here first, that's the first kind of variable, is v raised by 2, m raised by 1. So we're going to state that out first. That is v raised by 2, m raised by 1. This v raised by plus 2, m raised by plus 1. That's the first kind of variable. So this one doesn't have any variable stated. We just have a coefficient. That means it could be any of the variables raised by 0. So we have that already in mind. So the next kind of variable that we have is s raised by 2, y raised by 3, s raised by 2, y raised by 3. That's the next kind of variable. Now the next we have is m raised by 2, v raised by 1. Now don't forget, m raised by 2, v raised by 1 looks very much like this, but they are not the same thing. These v raised by 2, v raised by 1. These m raised by 1, m raised by 2. So they're entirely two different kind of variables. So we're going to state that out also. This m raised by 2, v raised by 1. So what else do we have? We have y raised by minus 3, s raised by 2, y raised by minus 3, s raised by 2. Almost the same thing with this s raised by plus 2, s raised by plus 2, y raised by plus 3, y raised by minus 3. So they are different. So what else we have? We have m raised by 1, v raised by 2. We have it here already. We have y raised by 3, s raised by 2. We have it here already. We have s raised by 2, y raised by minus 3. We have it here already. So we are set to solve up. So now it's high time we got our like terms collected. So what's the first thing? V raised by 2, m raised by 1. That's what we have here, right here. Minus v raised by 2, m. So let's put a dot on it so that we don't end up repeating it. So v raised by 2, m raised by 1. Let's see if you have that elsewhere. V raised by 2, m raised by 1. We have it right here. M raised by 1, v raised by 2. So that will be plus 7, m raised by 1, v raised by 2. M raised by 1, v raised by 2 is the same thing as v raised by 2, m raised by 1. So we are done with this variable unknown. So the next variable that we have is s raised by 2, y raised by 3. Let's see them. S raised by 2, y raised by 3, which is plus 3, s raised by 2, y raised by 3. I'm going to put two dots in that. That's to show the group that this variable belongs to. So s raised by 2, y raised by 3. Let's see if you have other kind of variables with this. So let's see if you have y raised by 3, s raised by 2. We have it right here. Minus 10, y raised by 3, s raised by 2. Do you have another variable like this? Okay, that's all. We don't have anything like this. So let's see, the next one we have is m raised by 2, v raised by 1. Let me put my two dots in this. M raised by 2, v raised by 1. Let's see. M raised by 2, v raised by 1. We have it right here. M raised by 2, v raised by 1. Do you have another kind of variable with m raised by 2, v raised by 1? I don't think so. M raised by 2, v raised by 1. We have this mv squared. I didn't even put the dot on that. So m raised by 2, v raised by 1, just a loner, nothing else like that. So what else do we have? Y raised by minus 3, x raised by 2. Let me put my three dots on this. So y raised by minus 3, s raised by 2. Where is it? Y raised by minus 3, here we have it right here. Minus 21. Y raised by minus 3, s raised by 2. Minus 21. Y raised by minus 3, s raised by 2. Let's put our four dots on it. So what else do we have? Do we have y raised by minus 3, s raised by 2? Yeah, we have that, I think, yeah, right here. S raised by 2, y raised by minus 3. So four dots on these also. So that's plus 10 x to the power 2, y raised to the power minus 3. Okay, we're done with that. Now, the final one is the ones without any variable stated. So which is minus 15 and minus 21. Go out of a 5 dot in that, if you like, the minus 15, the minus 21. So we are set, we've collected the like terms already. So the next thing we have to do is to combine the coefficients together. So the v raised to power 2 m raised to power 1 has a coefficient of minus 1. M raised to power v raised to power 2, which is the same thing as v raised to power m raised to power 1, has a coefficient of plus 7. So it is minus 1 plus 7. Minus 1 plus 7 will give us plus 6. That's plus 6 v raised to power 2m. So we're done with that. So x raised to power 2, y raised to power 3. What do we have? We have plus 3 minus 10, which is minus 7. X raised to power 2, y raised to power 3. We're done with that. Next, plus 1 minus, that's this one just on its own, sorry. This is just plus m squared v. Doesn't have a partner. So just plus m squared v. We're done with that already. So minus 21 y raised to minus 3 x raised to power 2 plus 10 x raised to power 2 y raised to minus 3. This minus 21 plus 10, which will give us minus 11 y raised to power minus 3 x raised to power 2. Then minus 15 minus 21 will give us minus 36. So this the final result. Okay, here was the second question we are given. We are asked to simplify 7w squared p minus 10s squared minus 11p squared w squared minus 17x minus 6pw squared plus 7s squared plus w squared p squared minus 5. So this was the second question we were given, in our previous lessons and take home. So the same way we approach the very first question is the way we're going to approach this. So the first thing we're going to do is to check out the kind of variables that we have. We state them out, and after that we collect our like terms. So now what kind of variable do we have here first? This y raised by this w raised by 2 p raised by 1. That's the first kind of variable, so I will write it out. So w squared p raised by 1. And don't forget they're both positive. This plus 2 plus 1. So the next kind of variable is s raised by 2. That's stated already. So the next is p raised by 2, w raised by 2. That's p squared, w squared. So p squared, w squared. So after that, there's just, and don't forget, these two are not the same. This is w raised by 2, w raised by 2, p raised by 1, p raised by 2. They are not the same. So this is just ordinary x. X raised by 1 is derived from s raised by 2. So what else? This p raised by 1, w raised by 2. We have it stated there already. This s raised by 2 already stated. W raised by 2, p raised by 2. W raised by 2, p raised by 2 is not, okay, we have it here already also. W raised by 2, p raised by 2 is already here. And this one doesn't have any stated variable. It's just blank. So we're going to get the like terms collected right now. So w raised by 2, p raised by 1. The first is plus 7 w squared p. So that's plus 7 w squared p. That's p raised by 1. Let's see if you have any other stuff with w squared p raised by 1. So let's see, p raised by 1, w raised by 2. So we have it right here. So let's put our dot on them as we collect them. Minus 6 p w squared. So 2 dots, it shows that they're both taken. So we're done with that. S raised by 2 next. So minus 10s squared. 2 dots. Then another s squared. Do you have another s squared here? Right here. We have plus 7s squared. We got 2 dots on it. So we're done with that. So let's see the next is p raised by 2, w raised by 2. That's p raised by 2, w raised by 2. So w raised by 2, p raised by 2. So we have it right here. So that's minus 11 p squared, w squared. You got 3 dots in it. Then you have 3 dots also, plus w squared, p squared. So we're done with that. So next, s is power 1. There's it here. S is power 1 minus 17. X is power 1. Now, the good thing about putting this dot is it helps us to see what we have left. So this is just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. So another x here. Do we have another one with x? Another one with x, just x? I don't think so. That's all. Now, the one, this last one without variable stated. The one without variable stated, which is minus 5. So I think we are done with everything. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So good. So we collected our like terms. So it's high time we got our coefficients combined together. So this w squared p, What coefficient do we have here? We have plus 7 minus 6. So plus 7 minus 6 will give us plus 1, just plus 1 like this, w squared p. Then minus 10 plus 7 will give us minus 3s squared. So minus 11 p squared w squared plus w squared p squared. This minus 11 plus 1, which will give us minus 10 p squared w squared. Then this one's with our partners, minus 17x minus 5. So our final result plus 1 w squared p is thus w squared p minus 3s squared minus 10 p squared w squared minus 17x minus 5. So there's the final result. So if you got the same answer, just like the very first one up there, it means you understood what we took in our previous exposition 100%. So at this very point in time, we're drawing the curtain on today's exposition. So if you found this resource, please subscribe to this very channel and share this exposition. See you in the next exposition. Thanks.